Don't you just hate it when you get random phone calls during recording? What is up, you great people from YouTube? Today we're gonna go back into 2011 and we're gonna be looking at Replay with SHINee. I don't know why, I don't understand it either, but I have never looked at this video and I'm so curious to see what they had to offer in 2011. We already had a look at SHINee over the last couple of months, and I must say it's always a surprise to see where they were and how far they have gotten, and it's quite amazing. And I would say, guys, I am super happy that I can have a chance to look at this video with you guys, analyze it to see how the video work is, how is the lighting, and how is everything edited. And of course, we still have to remember this is 2011, so it's a little bit different than normal. Before we get into the video, there are two things. First of all, a big shout out to myself. So this Friday, we're gonna have our very first editing lesson in basically cinematography, which I'm super excited for. I'm working on all the slides, I'm working on everything to make sure that this live stream is going to be great. I'm going to be doing it most likely around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon my time, which is a nice time for everyone who is basically, well, in America or in Asia, where it's a little bit later already. It's a nice little middle time. And of course, on top of that, if you did enjoy the video, then please make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and of course, make sure you get notified when I go live on Friday by just hitting that bell button. But I would say let's not waste any more time and let's jump right into SHINee with Replay. I have not seen this video yet and I'm very nervous to actually press the play button. I don't know why, but it's like every time we look at more SHINee videos, it's a little bit like you're losing more content to look at in the future because it's going to run out at a certain moment of time because Taban is currently gone. So it means a lot to me, you know. But let's go. Ah, yeah, when we had the 5 members. Nice. I want to stop for a second already. I just want to say the colors are very similar to what we saw with Lucifer. This nice brownish tone, which is nice. This sandy color, the let's go back a little bit. This sand tone, I would say. I think it's a sand tone. That's how I would say it. It fits the jacket. It's everywhere present, but it looks really nice. Let's see if I can understand the story. Ah, yeah, the classical boy bands, you know, when you actually had... This reminds me a little bit of the Backstreet Boys kind of videos, where you really have strong indications of a story-driven part, and then all of a sudden these, well, dance movements or choreography parts that mix in beautifully within the video. Very nice cut there. Very nice integration from what we see here, the studio, to actually going to the singing part in the video. So the story-driven part. Very nice. Very great job in making, even though the set itself, let's go there again. So we're looking at this scene in particular. You can see that the set is quite visual in the sense of it's just more like a tube. It goes backwards and that's it, and has a few starlights around it. But look how many times they do different cuts from different angles to make the set look so much more interesting than what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots for one scene, but every shot looks a bit different. Very well done. Very nice choreography though. Is it me or did Taban never lose his smile? It's something very unique with him. Like, this is 2011, so literally 10 years ago, and he still has that exact same smile. Awesome. One sec, what was happening there in the background? One sec, guys. I thought this was the set, but it really just seems they're dancing somewhere. But I love that they still have these extra actors in the back. Give it a little bit more life, give it a little bit more vibrancy, you know, to the entire set. Things are moving. It's not all static. Really cool. Very easy to follow cuts as well. Very simple, but nice. Oh, I mean, it looks a bit weird, you know, but if you look at that set, It's like, hey, Taemin is dragging you somewhere. I thought he was going to drag her to this dark alley. I was like, oh, okay. But if you think about it, what's kind of cool here, this one-way sign here, and Taemin is basically dragging her that one way. So it's this way or no way at all. Super cool. Very well thought out. These small little additions always make videos so much better. Really nice. Minho also still has that smile. I don't know why, but it's cool. It's nice when they keep their authentic smiles, their authentic characters. Let's see here. We got... I want to see where Key is. Which one? Is this Key? Oh, he looks so different. No. I just want to say, and don't take this as from a personal point of view, we know one of the members he's not there anymore, let's say. Let's have a look at all the members here. So you have Minho, you have Taemin, You can really just see that Key changed a lot, at least concerning his styling. He's very different from what you see here. It's just different, you know? Taemin still has a smile, Minho has a smile, very interesting. But then again, sometimes people develop, it's good. Development is always nice. A very classical formula though for a music video. This reminds me a little bit of those MTV times when you just had even, you know, songs or music videos from America, from all different countries. They were following this formula where you got a little bit of dance, you got a little bit of storytelling, and it just follows along both lines, you know, which is nice. Very nice set as well. We can learn about this a little bit later, especially when it comes to Friday, where we talk a little bit about cinematography. The first lesson is going to be about the bare basics. But what I love here is that all the camera angles are very low. It makes every member look so much more extravagant in every set, in every scene here. And it actually looks really good. You know, every set has a little bit of a different meaning. Let's say here, the 3 different shots. This one is a lower shot. Then we have a very nice close-up from the face, beautiful to look at, a little bit of a moment to go away from the bottom shot, see something else a little bit more brighter. And then we're still at the bottom shot. And then we go above, and above is to make everyone look a little bit smaller, but to appreciate this set a little bit more. It's very nice what they did here, very creative. Very nice. Is it me, or is it always a little bit confusing when, you know, it's great that they're singing most likely about love, from what I understand about the storytelling in the video, but I always think it's so complicated to display a love story when you have multiple men trying to get a girl. If you think about it, it's a little bit awkward, no? It's multiple men dancing around a girl and they all want her. Like, very romanticizing something, like whether it is love or just friendship, it's always a bit like, it's a difficult task, especially if it's a group. If it was a single person, yeah, it could be completely different. You know, let's say if this was a video just with Taemin or just with Key, maybe it would have been also very successful, but this is just my observation. It's a very hard task to pull off. Focusing on the footwork, very nice. Very nice cuts. What's nice about this entire sequence is that you can basically see that they tried to film this all in one go with one camera, and it's very, well, how do I say it? It's very choreographed. In other words, they have to follow this one step. I like that. I like that they're really pulling this off as hard as possible. I think that's great. And if you don't understand what I mean, it's basically you have one take, it better be good. And they really displayed that here. Super nice. Very nice. Like I say, it's just so interesting to see. Oh, that's another video. It's so interesting to basically see how SHINee is in the past and how they were before. Now, if you don't understand what I mean, it's just fantastic to see how they all grew up, how far they got, but they still have their uniqueness to it. I like how they basically developed in a more modern way of displaying pop. Of course, they had to. The industry is developing every day, so they have to get away from that back old feeling to where they are now. However, they all have their unique characteristics, which I think are just fantastic. Very important. But this is what makes a group strong. And this is also most likely why SHINee kept strong, because if you look at all their videos from all the years, from 2011 until now, they're very consistent with who they are as personalities. Super, super cool. And I like how they got here. Now, when we're talking basically about the video work and the editing and the color grading, it reminds me a lot of Lucifer. Very easy to follow, very simple cuts. I love how the sets are very simple. They're not too complicated, and you really just focus non-stop on the groups, on the extra additions in the background. They're giving everything a little bit of space to breathe, which I think is fantastic. But the most important part, what I really enjoy a lot here, and this is basically what I see a lot with SHINee, is that everything just looks as if SHINee is a group. A lot of videos, and I don't want to go into which groups in specific, but a lot of the groups these days really try to give singular moments to certain members, which I think is fine. But the big problem is that sometimes I feel they're really excluding some members a little bit more than others, making it feel a little bit as if the group is splitting apart, which is awkward. But with SHINee, they're doing a fantastic job with it. They always make sure that all the members are visible, that the screen time is equal to everyone. And of course, this is also a big thank you to the people who designed the song, so the lyrics behind it, because of course, if you're doing lyrics, you do get more camera time, aka more lyrics, more camera time. It's that simple. But I love that it's very equalized, and that's great. But yeah, guys, what do you actually think of SHINee and Replay? Do you enjoy the music? Do you enjoy the song? I think these are the kind of songs that people really linger to, because these are some of the last songs when the full team was actually there, and it's actually very nice. It's still very different to see the fifth member, but it's still great to see how they performed and that they are still the same group. I like that. It's very strong, and it's a little bit emotional as well. I really like the video. I really like the song. It's actually on my playlist, but the question always is, what do you think? But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. And like always, if you do enjoy the content you see right now, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and of course, make sure to be there on the next video. And of course, be there on Friday on the live stream, because it is going to be my very first live stream educating you guys about cinematography and the fun parts behind it. And of course, the more people that are attending, the more fun it's going to be. So make sure you're there. And if you haven't yet and you want to support the channel a little bit more, make sure to check out the Patreon, and the link is down below for that as well. All my Patreons out there, big shout out to all of you guys. You are fantastic, and thank you for being so social on Patreon and making the YouTube channel so much better. And of course, guys, if you do have any recommendations of what video you want me to have a look at next, then make sure to put it in the comments below. That's the best way for me to find out, and it's also the most secure. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.